Magis morning, everyone! This is the Ignatian Circle number 1. In this video, we'll be discussing about one of the 4 pillars of heroic leadership by Chris Lowney, self-awareness. The video will primarily talk about self-awareness and will deepen its meaning and understanding.
End of this presentation about the 4 pillars of heroic leadership, the students are expected to be more knowledgeable about self-awareness, will have a deeper understanding about the topic, and will be able to have a positive change on their perspective about leadership.
Self-awareness. When an individual knows more about who they really are, they gain greater self-understanding, and in doing so, appreciate their individuality and will have respect for others' individuality as well. It empowers the individual because it can lead to self-improvement by building strength and overcoming weaknesses.
Self-awareness refers to the understanding of your own habits, needs, desires, failings, and everything else that matter in your personality. However, self-awareness requires more than using one's intelligence. It requires not only cognition, but also the effect of, and ultimately the behavior of the person. It is important to understand why you do the things you do.
Problems are part of living. We know for a fact that the first step in solving problems is to admit having the problem in the first place. Individuals who are now self-aware will definitely have a problem in facing and acknowledging that problems do occur, and it is an inevitable part of life. Self-improvement is not possible without self-awareness.
Self-awareness is one of the key elements of emotional intelligence, or EI, a term coined by psychologist Michael Belda and widely popularized by Daniel Goleman, that refers to a person's ability to identify and manage their emotions and identify and influence others' emotions. Often, developing self-awareness as a leader is also the first step in developing EI, which has proven particularly valuable in leadership.
Self-awareness is becoming aware of who we are, knowing what we want in life and what we want to pursue in the future. Knowing oneself or practicing self-awareness is quite a difficult process. It is very difficult for us to live life perfectly in today's society because we all have limitations and flaws. At the same time, we tend to compare or pressure ourselves with others.
Together with the fact that we are imperfect, we must be able to learn, accept, and believe that others too are imperfect like us, and society is also imperfect in general. The better we know ourselves, the more we can make adjustments for our own benefit and for society in general.
It also includes things like knowing our strengths, what we are good at, and our weaknesses, what we need to develop more. Self-awareness is cultivating the habit of continuous self-reflection and learning, which we can know what our values are and what we have believed in. Somehow, it compasses with the terms of self-understanding and growth.
Building self-awareness can help us to think what's worth the investment of a human lifetime. It allows us to take control of the things we can able to manage. Being aware of ourselves can help us to know of how certain external factors have a negative impact on our lives, and it will allow us to better avoid this situation in the future.
We can better steer our life in the best direction possible. Someone who is self-aware accepts their reality. Each one of us have different facing in life, but I believe that we have our own tools of discovering ourselves. Whatever situations we are in right now, we need to become more self-aware individuals.
Self-awareness makes us realize that ourselves can be our weakness and our strength. It helps us to improve ourselves in many different kinds of things, may it be leadership, academic performances, or more understanding to oneself and others.
Not only being a part of the society but also being Ignatian leader and a leader in general. One must possess self-awareness to recognize strengths and weaknesses. Through self-awareness, gives a clear understanding of own abilities and limitation by the team and oneself. Self-awareness enables leader to be a good role model to be able to inspire people. Self-awareness gives leader to have a clear knowledge and understanding for themselves and their team.
Here are some steps to develop self-awareness. Meditate. Meditation can really help you to focus on being more self-aware. When you meditate, you are in a calm and pleasant state of mind, where you can really focus on being present. This may be through your breathing or just by visualizing what you are meditating. Ask yourself questions. Asking yourself questions is a great way to develop a better understanding of yourself and your actions. When you ask yourself questions, you can start to look at the bigger picture, why you feel a certain way or why you reacted to something that way you did. Keep a log or a journal. If you can keep a journal or log of some sort, this can really help you when you're trying to understand your attitudes and actions. Ask your friends and family. When you can be open and honest with your friends and family, they can do the same. You can really get some great advice and points from them that can help you to develop your self-awareness. Live in the moment. When we learn how to live in the present moment, we also learn to stop worrying about the future or the past. You can be completely in the moment and focus on what is happening to you at present. Once again, this is Ignatian Circle 1, Self-Awareness.